watching the 2025-26 SCAC Basketball Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the Austin College women's basketball program. The Roos will be led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Olivia Hunt, along with leadership from senior guard Grace Moothart. And Coach Grace, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, Russ.
Coach, we'll open things up with you. First of all, welcome back to Sherman. Welcome back to the SCAC. What does it like, returning to your alma mater this time as the head coach running this program at a place that you played and have spent, lots of time, energy, and put a lot of love there into it?
Yeah, great question. I mean, it's an absolute blessing and a dream come true. This is something I've been thinking about since I was in her shoes back in the day. So I'm so lucky to be back and coaching the group. A little bit of a unique situation because I actually got to coach Grace her freshman year and recruited the junior class when I was here as an assistant. And then took some time away, and I'm so happy to be back with such a great group of seniors, great group of juniors, and then some underclassmen who are really bought into everything we're doing. Coach Phylander did a great job for the last 15 years, setting a foundation for this program, and I'm gonna do my absolute best with a great group of leaders to keep that thing going.
Grace, coming into this senior season, I know it's a special one, and as one of the veteran leaders of this group, what does it mean to be one of those leadership spaces as you kind of help usher in this new era of AC women's basketball under Coach Hunt? And what has Coach Hunt brought just in this time of transition that sort of brought some extra energy to this group heading into the season?
I would say being like in the leadership position of year one for Coach Hunt as the head coach, but then like being that senior leadership figure, it's a lot of responsibility. Um, you know, Continue what we've done well, but then also adapt and lead the group to changing into the new coaching style and getting that buy-in. Really just leading the team to believe in like with this new change. And I think we're gonna do great things this year. Coach Hunt, thing that she's brought, the first thing in mind is discipline. Like this team, we it's just discipline. So we are in the gym so much more and really like focusing on our skill set, what we need to change. Very like in the big overhead plan of what the team's goal is. So really just being disciplined and more specific to us individually and how we fit into the big piece overall.
Coach, what's been the message as you've kind of taken over, started to build your own culture? What's sort of been the focus early on as you've started to lay this foundation heading into year one?
Yeah, I mean, Grace took the words out of my mouth with that one. Discipline is the first words out of my mouth almost every day. And the team is matching that with hard work. I say it all the time that discipline is the strongest form of self-love because you're just committing to be the best version of yourself every single day and the version of you that you want to be. And we have a lot of greatness on this team. And we've had so much buy-in from our group. And along with that goes love of the game. I always tell them Division III basketball, this is a group of people who love the game of basketball. And that's what's so special about this level. That's why I was so excited to be back. And we have a group that they've bought into the discipline, the hard work, and the love of the game. Ultimately, I'm just here to coach them hard and let them know that I love them every single day so that we can be the best that we can be.
Grace, what's the vibe been like in the gym thus far this season? And what's something that feels different or exciting about this year's group going into the season?
I think the vibe that I'm thinking it's just confidence. I think we're seeing it's a whole different mindset across the gym individually, but then it all builds together into the team, and it's just like such a strong belief like that for this new era. What feels different and exciting is just the physical makeup of the team. So we didn't lose anybody last year. We
Coach, we've
have
sort of talked about kind of
all the
laying that
same,
foundation, sort of
like
setting
our
up the culture
seniors
with
were
this
all
team.
here
Now, as
last
far
year.
as the play on the
Very
floor, what
few
can
new
fans
faces, and I
expect to
think
see from
that
this group? What do you hope
familiarity
to be
is going to
sort of styles of play,
take us
things
far
that you
this
hope to
year
be
with
consistent with
not
this
much is
group
new
night in and
besides the
night out,
system.
regardless of
And I
result?
think when you can do that with people from like from back, we're going to be great. Yeah.
Coach, we've sort of talked about kind of laying that foundation, sort of setting up the culture with this team. Now, as far as the play on the floor. What can fans expect to see from this group? What do you hope to be sort of the styles of play, things that you hope to be consistent with this group night in and night out, regardless of result?
Yeah, great question. So a lot of what my philosophy is and how I'm selling the confidence piece to this team is everything that we do, they're just trying to make their strongest skill set shine. So really good shooters have an opportunity to be really good shooters, and downhill players have an opportunity within the same play. They can all do what they do really well. And that's how the confidence is coming. I want everybody to feel confident in everything that we're running because everybody always has a piece on the floor. And I think that's bringing a lot more versatility out of everybody as well. Grace has done a great job with that, of, doing what she does well. Everybody knows she's a fantastic shooter, and that's allowing her to do the other things well. She's putting the defense at a disadvantage, clipping people on screens. So that's just one example with her. But again, putting our players in a position to do what they do at a really high level has been the name of the game.
All right, Grace, as we wrap up with you, ushering into this new era, what are some of the goals and kind of expectations this group is working to accomplish in this first year with Coach Hunt? And, second part of that question, when, classmates, fans, folks around campus, supporters of this program here, Austin College women's basketball, what do you hope that they associate that with?
I think the main goal that our team is attacking this year is we all want to have the best season yet. For no matter which year we are, we've been through all the ups and downs, but we have a lot of room to be just better than we ever have been. That's with the familiarity of the team, with the new system in place. So really just have a better year. That's in the win column, but then that's also like in the feel of the season, right? Like really enjoying every moment of it. How we would like others to see us, I think, is just high people of character. That it's seen like we're learning that through basketball with the discipline and the hard work, but then also just more of the non-tangibles like of loving the game but loving each other. So I think that's the one thing that we would love is we're high people of character.
Finally, Coach, as we wrap up with you, it really is a special time of the year. Not only just fun to hear the excitement, Grace, and going into her senior season, hearing you and your excitement being back on campus and taking over this program. So, kind of giving you the last word as what do you want alumni to know about this as they start to buy back into this new era? What are things that they should be excited about and that you want them to know and fans of this program to know about this team that you've learned heading into this year?
Yeah, I think Austin College women's basketball and every alumni that we have such great memories of the relationships we had with our teammates, which ultimately led us to a lot of success on the floor. And we're just trying to keep that going. So we would love to have you guys back in the gym, home or away. We'd love to have that support. So if you ever need some tickets, let me know and we'll get you here. It's free, so I can make it happen for almost everybody. So come back to Sherman. It's on the come up. This place is booming. So we'd love to have you back.
Austin College head women's basketball coach Olivia Hunt, along with leadership from senior Grace Moothart. Coach Hunt and the Roos will open up the 2025-26 campaign when they take on Southwestern on the road on November 8th. Coach, Grace, thanks so much for your time today. Best of luck as you go forward throughout the rest of the season.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.